What are you doing here? How long have you been here? What do you mean, where have I been? Oh, yeah, it has been a while. Well, alright, let me tell you. Give me a minute to clean up this paint. So this is where I've been. Why am I painting all these big paintings? I don't know, because I'm crazy. But I barely have room to do these. My work area that I make toys is on that side. This is the storage area that I had to clean out to fit these big panels. They're 4x8, 4x8 feet. And the small ones are 4x4. So the reason I am doing this is down at Foster Parrots in Rhode Island. They had the fire a few years back, and they've since put a lot into fundraising over the past few years, and they finally built their new building. It's huge and it's beautiful. I went down a few months back, and it was still winter when they finally finished and we could finally get in there, and I painted their adoption room and another room that they have a lot of their peoply birds all mixed in with their offices and stuff. So I painted that room. Here, take a look. I'll put the pictures. So that's what I did down there. And now the whole length of the building, they have all the big aviaries, and the inner side of the walls are just all white, which it's a little sterile for that setting. But there's no way that I can go down and mural everything because I'm 3 hours away. They're down in Rhode Island and I'm up in the Berkshires, up in Western Massachusetts. And, you know, just getting bird sitters and time off of work, it's way too much. And you wouldn't really want to mural the whole place. Well, they probably would, but... So we came up with, I'm going to paint panels and we'll hang them there. All right. And I can do them from home. So that's even better now that I made the room to do it. So then I came up with, if we did birds, instead of just, you know, foliage and background, which is easier for me because I haven't painted in years, so I'm not the best painter in the world. So they have a photographer there that he's been volunteering there for about 20 years, volunteering for a shift for cleaning and feeding and doing, you know, all that stuff. He has a bird and he's an animal lover, and he's not just like a photographer, he's like a major professional photographer. And he takes photos of the birds every shift that he works. He takes a few photos after a shift. And he's done this for 20 years. So you can imagine. He gives them to them to use for all their social media stuff and whatever they want to use it for, their newsletter. And so if you go to Foster Parrots, you'll see his work. Beautiful, beautiful photographs. So I asked him if he would consider, Brian Jones is his name, I asked Brian if he would consider doing a collaboration with me to paint his photos on these panels. And he was really excited. He loved the idea, and he opened up his entire vault to me And from an artist's point of view, that's like a diver running into this treasure chest at the bottom of the ocean that's packed with gold coins and jewels, because that's what these are, like jewels to me. And he's been very helpful with everything. So we did, the first batch is already down there. I'll show you the pictures of those. And it's only 5 panels because, again, I'm not the best artist in the world. I don't claim to be. And I'm putting a lot of time into it because I want to do it the best I can to be worthy of his photos. And it's a little bit of a push for me, but we're getting there. So that's where I've been, and I was planning on doing a video in the end, you know, like after, to show the whole process of it, but it's such a big project and it's taken so long that you'll forget who I am by the time it's done. So that's why I'm doing a part 1 to tell you about the project and to show you what I have so far. So here are the first completed, I don't have the best pictures of them because I figured I'd get better pictures when they're hung down there, but again, 3-hour drive, and I'm just going to do this now. So my part 2 will have everything perfect, my level of perfect. So this is the first batch that I brought down. This batch that I'm currently working on, none of them are done. None of them. 2 of them are close. The budgies and the lovebirds, they're close to being done. We're getting there. We're framing them in a thin metal frame to try to protect it from being chewed up. You know, it still could happen. We may have a casualty here and there. Birds are birds. But hopefully not. Hopefully we can avoid it the best we can. But that's where I've been. That's why you haven't seen me. That's why my toys on Etsy, they're always almost out of stock or out of stock. I'm spreading myself a little thin, but there's no rush on doing it. So little by little, we're getting it done. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking in and seeing what I'm up to. Bye.